Hey guys, what are you doing today? So yeah, what a performance from the Blues. They've just defeated the Rebels, 50 points to 3. So yeah, good game for the Blues. You could say it was kind of a demolishing in that sense, but that was towards the second half in that way. Within the first half though, you could say it was more even Stevens in the sense where both teams kind of exchanging, penalty kicks. The first one going to the Blues and Ontario Black doing well to convert that. Right in front really, so a pretty easy one. Second one obviously to Matt Tamua, again, pretty easy one, right in front. The third one, Ontario had to kind of, had another penalty kick, had to kind of do it from a wide angle, but still he converted, so good one from him. That kind of put up the Blues 9 points to 3 at that point in time. And then I believe Zoran Sullivan had a long ranger, pretty much like from, I'd say just after halfway, so he had a long range kick for a penalty kick. And yeah, I was really impressed that he got that one. It just shows that, the Blues have been missing that kind of kicker within our team within recent years. Like I think within New Zealand, there's not a lot of long range kickers. Like obviously the main one is Jordy Bear. I mean he's probably our best long range kicker. But other than that, I mean Zoran Sullivan, I was very impressed by him. So he had a very good game. So yeah, moving on from that, I mean Ontario had another one, another penalty kick to his name. So that kind of brought the scores to what I believe, 15. Or it was around 12 points. 12 points at that time. 12 points to 3. But then from there, I believe the Blues actually had a yellow card within the 37th minute. So that was kind of you could say a blow in the sense where I believe it was Adrian Choate who had that yellow card, kind of stopping a try from the Rebels. And to be fair to them, I actually think it should have been a penalty try to the Rebels. I mean, he clearly just held up the ball and he got in from a, you could say, not the correct angle and the best way to put it. So like he should have been yellow carded, but also the Rebels should have been given penalty try, but more or less they weren't. And of course from there the Blues were able to get the ball back from another line out and kind of move up the play. And yeah, from there they were able to, like you could say, develop a few phases. And yeah, I believe it was Tom Robinson who got the only try within the first half within the 40 plus minute mark. And yeah, I believe it was a very good try. They created a few phases within the right hand side. I believe it was Brees Heem who kind of made you could say a line break. And yeah, from there able to a few phases. I believe as a Tutu, they were always saying that he was kind of like a basketball player because he was like controlling the ball and just passing it with one handed. So it was pretty good to see his one handed skills there. And all they did was just pretty much pass it down to the left hand side. And yeah, open man essentially towards Tom Robinson. Yeah, he just put the ball down and got the Blues up in front. So yeah, from there obviously the Blues finished off within half time winning 17 points to 3. So you could say they done pretty well there. But as soon as the second half went, I mean, the Blues really just continued their dominance and pretty, stepped it up a level, you could say. For their first try, I believe, within the 45th minute mark, or 49th minute mark, was through Austin Satusu, so he got his first try within the game. And I believe that was just within the left-hand side. Again, they developed a few phases within the Rebels 22, and yeah, from there, Tutu was able to get his hands on the ball and just put it down on the try line, so good try from him overall. And yeah, from there, I believe the next try actually came to Kira Ione, so he came obviously off the bench to replace, I think it was at the time, Tom Robinson, so yeah, he did pretty well, I'd say, to get his first try within the game, obviously coming off the bench. It was a pretty good try in my opinion. More or less they had a few phases where they got it off a line out, had within the right hand side, pass it out, and then yeah, Akira pretty much had he had an open man pretty much to his left, but he decided to take it himself, and yeah, from there just bust through a lot of players, and yeah, from there he was able to get the ball down. So yeah, you could say a classic Akira try in that sense. I believe from there, Hosung Tutu got his second try within the game, and that was within the right hand side. They had a line out essentially. And no, not a lineup. Sorry, they had a scrum, and instead of actually passing it back to the backs, so Tutu actually he kept control of the ball, and from there was able to just pick it up and beat Corbetti on the right hand side, and just place the ball down. So pretty good try from him. It just shows his dominance and how strong he is really when going against other players. Yeah, he had a very good game in my opinion. But more or less, I believe after that it was AJ Lamb, and this for me was probably the try of the game. The Blues just developed so many good phases. I think there was 10 plus phases from this try, and more or less, they were able to go from the right hand side to the left. And there's a lot of basketball passes you could say with Rico doing another one-handed layoff. I believe even Nepo Lalala got in the action with that as well. But more or less, they were able to pass it down to Harry Plummer, and Harry Plummer all he had to do was just pretty much do a kick towards the other side, and I believe it was AJ Lamb who obviously caught the ball open space really, and all he had to do was just put the ball down. So very simple try at the end of the day, but yeah, very good try from the Blues within that scoreline. So yeah, that kind of brought them up to, you could say, at that point, they were cruising. So from there, I believe Akira got his second try within the game, and yeah, that was down within the right hand side, or was it within the middle? I think it was more within the middle in the sense where he got his second try. But yeah, again, obviously just burst through the defense, and yeah, from there they were able to just get another try for Akira. It was a simple try, really. I'm not gonna go too much into that one. But at the end of the day, yeah, the Blues came up clutch, and you can say they won 50 points to 3. So yeah, a very dominant performance from the Blues. And as a Blues fan, I was very pleased by that. It's just good to see that they got off the board, got those bonus points, which is good to have. And I believe because of this win at the moment, they'll be on top of top of the table with that goal difference, obviously. So it's good to see that. But yeah, no, I mean the Rebels, it just wasn't their day. They never got phases, you could say, and they never developed any attacking plays, to be completely honest. They just really needed improvement within that area. I mean, the Blues were just very good within the scrums, to say the least. I mean, they were just so dominant within that, where they won so many penalties from that. I mean, I was a bit scared within the opening 10 minutes because they were making a few mistakes and they were pressuring Rico. But other than that, yeah, the Blues were brilliant. And if I had to say my man of the match, it's hard to say this because, in my opinion, there's three people. I'd say it's between Zara Sullivan, Carlton Wafe, and Hossam Tutu. But I'm going to give it to Satutu just because I thought he was brilliant throughout the whole game. He really just controlled the game throughout that loose forward pack. And of course he got 2 tries to his name. So yeah, once again, brilliant work from the Blues. And yeah, just really pleased about that. So anyway, just comment below if you were, if you watched the game, obviously, if you liked watching that game. And other than that, yeah, just talk to you guys soon.